Wow, just wow. Just finished listening to Bon Jovi's explosive follow-up to Slippery When Wet. Let's get a close-up. New Jersey. This actually is more hard rock compared to Slippery When Wet. Slippery When Wet, an album that I have right here. I have it right here on vinyl. New Jersey was their epic follow-up to Slippery When Wet. Like I said, it was more hard rock. It was more like the drums were like and the guitars were more heavy. Not as heavy as AC/DC, but you could just tell that they were going for a different theme or a different sound when it came to the release of New Jersey. But at the same time, you could hear just a little bit of the whole hair glam sound. Most of that was in the songs. The two songs that I caught that were "I'll Be There For You" and "Bad Medicine." This album gave them 5 chart-topping singles, including "I'll Be There For You," "Born to Be My Baby," "Blood on Blood," "Bad Medicine," and "Lay Your Hands on Me." Isn't that an accomplishment? Because just a handful of years earlier, they were performing in small clubs, small venues that hold 500 people, and then within just a couple years, they were opening for the Scorpions and Judas Priest and Kiss in venues that hold 10,000, 15,000 people. And then they went on to perform their own shows with Cinderella and Billy Squier opening for them during the last of the 1980s. New Jersey is an album that actually almost made, and I mean this for real, it actually made me feel like I was flying. I was listening to this in my car. I actually listened to this album in my car the most. Out of all the albums I rented, this is the album that I rented and listened to the most. And every time I was in my car, driving on the highway, I almost had the feeling that I was flying. Like, wow, it really lifts you. It lifts your spirit. It makes you just feel amazing, you know? Albums that do that, that's just, that's a good album. That's a good album. And speaking of Bon Jovi, quick fact, they just released their recent album, 2020, and I actually should review that album next, Bon Jovi's 2020. I listened to it via Spotify, and I thought this was a really good album. But anyways, I think New Jersey was explosive. Like, if you want to learn, like, artists, if you're new in the music business, if you want to follow up to your first successful album, learn a thing or two from this. Take time, study, what should I do? Should it be heavier? Should it be lighter? Or should it be a new song? Or should all the new songs cover serious issues? I'm actually surprised the album didn't receive more chart-topping singles than it did. I actually think all the songs on this album should have made it to the charts. All the songs. Like, Ride Cowboy Ride, Stick to Your Guns, 99 in the Shade, and Love for Sale. All these songs should have been on the charts. That's how good this album is. I really enjoy this album. Now, I'm just waiting for sales to rise on LPs or records so I can buy it and add it to my collection. Of course, I'm saving up for that. You know what it's like to get everything nowadays? Expensive. It's expensive to get everything nowadays. Even to shave. Even to get a record or a CD or a DVD. It's expensive to get everything now. My parents, when they were little kids, records cost like $1.75. Now, today's records cost like $10. Well, used records cost $10, and the new records you're looking at $35. So yeah, I'm saving up for Bon Jovi's New Jersey to get on record. But other than that, I think I'm just gonna keep renting this from the library and playing in my car. Plus, I enjoy playing CDs in the car. If you want an album that puts you in a good mood, lifts your spirit, this is your album. New Jersey by Bon Jovi.